Hello there everyone, I've decided to do a small guide for newer Deathslinger players explaining in more detail plays I do in each match, a play-by-play. I'll eventually do this for all maps, which might take a while, and this will be used as an intro for each one of them unless I decide otherwise. Each time I'll be playing Perkless and Ironless, as I'll be explaining decision making based off Deathslinger's core playstyle. For example, if I used Free-Gening build or a slugging build, my playstyle would dramatically change according to the build I'm using, so it's best to play without anything even when it's not optimal gameplay, to better show off my decision making without being influenced by perks, add-ons, etc. I'll also try to show off games against at least decent survivors, since showing a game where I kill off bad players wouldn't be the best learning experience. Without further ado, let's get into the match. It only took me around 6 months to make a next video in this series. What a consistent YouTuber I am. Well, never mind that. So, on Ormond, there is very little you can do in terms of controlling how fast do you get your first chase. I've just started my patrol from this side, but survivors can spawn on any side. I've noticed there's one person here, and now you could either decide to go for Felix or continue chasing the mech. I'm going to do my best to end chase as fast as possible. She's afraid. You can see that she's dodging preemptively without even realizing when she is, so I'm abusing it naturally, since when you see a survivor that is dodging heavily, like she was, you can abuse it and just fake it once or twice, don't even need to do it more than once usually, and they'll just lose distance due to unnecessary dodging. That's what I did, because taking a shot there on a very dodgy survivor is very risky. I've seen this Yui, no, whatever, which one, I don't remember this new survivor's name, whatever. But here, unfortunately I've missed. I know she's hiding right there, but the left side of this pallet is... I thought I could hit it. Well, okay, here I'm failing, but what I'm trying to do is to shoot her and walk through, make her get through to the left side. I'll try to force the loop on this side. Now I've hit her. This side is unsafe, you can see it's shorter. I should be able to get it from this side, because this side you can't shoot over and make a proper reel in. So always analyze the loop you're in. I did it with this loop. It took me a little while. Where is she? No, seriously, where is she? Oh, she's on the same spot. I'm dumb. Excuse me. Okay, let's do hooks before the first gen was done. I see the next survivor instantaneously, so I won't even think about it very much. I'll just try to continue my pressure via chasing. And she's also running to the side where there are 3 gens basically on one side. This is a shed. I should be able to outplay this. Oh, she actually... No, she didn't go to the basement. I hear her outside. She's trying to gain distance. Very clever. She's trying to put as much line of sight between me and her. I'm just trying to get distance, because shooting without any perks or help to make sure you land your shot is very risky on this slinger. And you see this survivor is dodging very much. I'm trying to just gain distance on her. This is unsafe. She should have just ran through. I might not even break it, because it's so unsafe that it might not be worth that time effort. Now I know the survivors before were on this side working on the gen. I expect around 2 survivors to be there, so I'm going to pressure them instantly. They're probably on the gen back there, looking for any sign of movement. No, I don't see anyone there, so they're probably going for a save. I've seen her, the new one of the survivors there, so I'll follow him. There. Trying to get minimum... I hear her upstairs. I'll wait for the pallet drop, shoot at the bottom side of it. Here is a tricky thing. She could have... I was waiting if she actually picks it up. Not enough time to shoot her. There's the But I'll try to get a shot. I actually connected, so I'll try to go for M1. There is obsession, so I decide not to tunnel alone. We'll just go after this. Yeah. I'm not sure if she's there or here. She was there, so I'll return. She probably gained this. Oh, okay, I've lost her. That was my mistake. That might hurt me in the long run. A lot. I expected this is the deception perk, but might not be. It is not, so it's just decisive strike. Still, it's worth getting it out of the way. Now I can tunnel her and kill her. But she's running in the middle of the building, which is very strong, so I'll just pressure survivors on the gen here. Depending on where they go, yes, I should be able to get possibly even both of them. I won't shoot again, it's risky and I might miss and lose distance. Very detrimental to that slinger pressure. The general idea is if you're not very confident in your shot, or you don't have enough pressure that you can afford it, or aren't pressured enough by survivors. If you're sometimes pressured too hard by survivors, you need to take risky shots. But I am not that much under pressure from them, so I am not taking risky shots and just increasing my consistency as much as I can. So I wasn't shooting until very close. Now we're starting to get pressured with how little gens remain. It would probably be a good idea to go after the mech, but yes, I was expecting... pity of the stun. I was expecting two survivors to be here and it would be worth to get them. No, she's not here, so probably here. Yes, good prediction. As you can see, there were no scratch marks. I didn't hear anything from that side, so I expected her to be on this side. They're gathering items. I don't like that. It's very likely they have a key build and there's a key already somewhere in someone's hand. Now it would be ideal to find and kill the mech. That's probably what I should have done, to be honest, because killing a survivor as fast as possible when I'm not using any bursts is the ideal strategy. If the opportunity arises, don't hard tunnel someone and lose all the gen pressure. Unless you know they're very weak link and that you can afford it. Okay, I have got a pretty good free gen, so I'll try to defend it. Especially I was far enough for no borrow time, there's no shack pallet. I'm looking there at the hall to see if someone is running out of the back. They're healing downstairs. I've seen scratch marks, so probably on this side. Yes, there is a survivor here. I'll try to down Nia, because that's far more safe than going for the Felix. Dead hard saved her, otherwise I would have had her. I'll break this, do not waste any time. Felix ran to the unsafe side, so I'll try to pressure him. Oh, he went here as well. Now I'll probably get hit by decisive. I'm not, but I've lost the gen on that side of the map, but that's no problem, as I have a free gen here that I need to defend. Now, it's all about getting my final chases very fast. If I get a few good chases here, I can still win this by a large margin. If I don't, I will probably lose. It depends how well I do right now. No pressure on these two gens. I can hard camp this side, which is at this point a very good idea. No gens in distance. She's got about 40 seconds left on her. Someone has just went for her. I presume no decisive strike. I'll down her. Now try to down her. I truly presume she doesn't have decisive strike, so I'll kill her. The Felix did unsafe unhook, so I've capitalized on it. Now there's just 3 survivors to that can pressure chance. I'll go for a risky shot probably if I have enough line of sight. Yes, because she was running away from the gens. It's a good idea to go for a risky shot when they are running into the side of the map you don't want them to follow. Now she's under pressure, she can do gens as she has to deal with deep wounds and is injured, so next time if she steps out of position, she'll be basically that. I am reeling backwards. I don't know what she picked up, it might have been a key, so that's dangerous, but that doesn't matter as either key or not, that gen is very close to being finished, so defending this gen is far more important. Also, he's on his first hook, so the ideal, as I said before, would be to go for the mech that doesn't have decisive and is, I think, on her death hook. Now I'll patrol between these two gens. I'll try to kick it so it starts regressing and then forget about it a little bit, as defending this side is far more important. Trying to have a clear line of sight. I presume that they found key and the mech is no longer interested in finishing gens, so that is unfortunate, but that's just how it is, and that sometimes happens. Until the key nerfs arrive. I'll be patrolling this area pretty tightly, looking for any ideal shots. I've missed. That's exactly the time to go for a save. I'll try to stay out of borrowed time radius. Soon this will not be viable strategy as borrowed time is getting buffed, so it will always trigger, but it will have just 12-second activation time. But I need to down him for the pressure, just so I won't risk the decisive strike this time, because I cannot afford to let him go. It's far better idea to just look for the other survivor that was in this general area, who is as well probably trying to get him up. She's running to the shack. I won't even shoot for her. Well, I will now. She started to do predictable movement, running straight, stop dodging. She's running to the dead area of the map. There is nothing here to work with. I see her revolting, so I'll cut her off from this side. I need to down her very fast. I don't know where she is. Oh, she actually played that really well. I don't know how she got around it. She fucked up. I need to kill her immediately. But they've healed, as you can see. The Felix is healed, so I should have enough time to get back to the gen. Hopefully. I don't know if they have any gen perks. I need to hit her. That is terrible. She completely denied me the kill. She's trying to also... She's also trying to finish the gen. That is unwise. You can see that... Oh, the Felix stayed here. I thought he was running away. Okay, that is very likely a 4-man then. I should go for a shot. I'm afraid of Unbreakable and he's dodging a lot. I'll just follow him via M1. I can't miss here. I'm afraid of shooting. I've hit. Okay, I've connected. Now the only thing that might lose the game at this point is Unbreakable, but that's just a chance. They might have it, they might not. It would be probably smart to go back to them, but considering it also already took a bit of time to chase him down, they probably would have already picked themselves up with Unbreakable. Do not pick up the mech, she's like 80% close to finishing her wiggling. I'll just kick this gen, and for any... at this point they don't have Unbreakable, they would have used it already. But I am just trying to ensure that there's no trickery, so I'll just cam him to death till he dies. Kick both gens, no one can finish them. I'll slowly walk around, trying to look for the... How is that survivor's name? I thought... Yoon-Ji Lee. Excuse me. Yoon-Jin Lee? That's so hard to pronounce for me. Trickster survivor. Yoonjin. Probably Yoonjin. That's probably how it's pronounced. Whatever. There were quite a few mistakes I've made during this, but overall it was enough to pressure these survivors who weren't that bad, actually. Okay, I don't know where Yunjin is, so I'll just pick this meg up. Walk towards the shack, as that is the most unsafe place, looking like this, so that when I get stunned I look... Okay, I was wondering, why do I have this much struggle time? I might have actually been... Wait, what? Where is she? Oh, I didn't see the scratch marks for a while. She's gained a lot of distance. But this is just me doing something silly, like giving her the chance to get away. I should have just looked for the Yunji Lin. Or whatever is her name. You see, this kind of survivor is dodging a lot, so usually just get close, don't shoot too much, as the needle-sized projectile is very precise, and unless you're truly on point, you will miss, very likely. You can of course make a very good prediction, like I did before on the Yunji... I'm sorry, I'm having such a hard time pronouncing her name, I'm not used to her yet. Yunjin... Yunjin? That's so silly. But that doesn't matter. Overall, to give some final touches for this map, Ormond is actually, when we don't discount the size of the map, which is unfavorable for the slinger, most of the loops can be outplayed. You have a lot of these short wall loops that have very easy time to shoot for that slinger. Also some of these special tiles, but a lot of them aren't that powerful versus that slinger. It's overall quite a good map for him, if we discount the early game where you can lose 2 or 3 gens due to the bad survivor spawns if you don't find them fast enough. But if you do, the chases are mostly favored. See, these were pretty good survivors. And that's about it. I'll hopefully see you sooner than in another 6 months for next video for this series.